You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.
The third and final day of Chicago Bears mandatory minicamp is now in the books. It was another great day of work for Caleb Williams, the Bears defense, and the rest of the Chicago Bears. So let's go ahead and talk about some Chicago Bears mandatory minicamp day 3 observations. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining me for another episode of KIEQ on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, also do me a huge favor by also liking today's video of KIEQ on the Mic. So Bears fans, let's go ahead and get into some day 3 observations. The final day of Chicago Bears mandatory minicamp. First and foremost, it was still pretty good attendance for the Chicago Bears. Once again, right guard Nate Davis did not practice. I don't have any comments on that. You guys already know how I feel. I think we should start being concerned about Nate Davis. I don't think he is a lock to make this football team at this point. I think the Chicago Bears may start me getting annoyed with Nate Davis as well. And that's why you're starting to see guys like Ryan Bates get a whole lot of reps at right guard. Also not practicing today was Braxton Jones, Kyler Gordon, Cole Kmet, Tyler Scott, and a few others for the Chicago Bears. But overall, it was still very good attendance today for the final day of Chicago Bears mandatory minicamp. Matt Eberflus did make it very clear in his press conference after practice that Kyler Gordon did wake up with some lower back soreness, nothing to really be too concerned about, but it was just more a precautionary thing holding Kyler Gordon out. Moving on to some Caleb Williams news. Caleb Williams had his best day yet to me as Chicago Bear in terms of practice, absolutely lighting it up in 7-on-7 drills. During 7-on-7s, Caleb Williams threw a touchdown pass to DJ Moore on a post route in the middle of the field. It was a tight window throw, and Tyreek Stevenson was in coverage. Williams really put some serious velocity on the throw, so it was a really good throw and an even better catch by wide receiver DJ Moore. Then on the next play, Bears fans, Caleb Williams hit Rome Odunze with a touch pass near the left sideline. The ball was put exactly where it needed to be. So it seems that Caleb Williams really saved his best practice for his last practice on the final day of Chicago Bears mandatory minicamp. The Bears also got a little tricky on offense today as they did a trick play during the team period. Williams threw a pass to Keenan Allen to the left, and then Allen attempted to hit DeAndre Swift down the right sideline on a wheel route. Stevenson was in coverage on Swift, and the ball was underthrown, and the pass fell incomplete. I know Matt Eberflus did say after practice that they have a bunch more trick plays in the back of their pocket, and he said that this is the best time to practice these trick plays because you never know when you're going to need them. And I do want to remind you guys that Keenan Allen did throw a 49-yard touchdown pass against the Vikings last season, so he does have that capability. Every once in a while, if you want to throw a trick play in there, Keenan Allen will be your guy to possibly throw a touchdown pass other than Caleb Williams. The defense also did have a solid day, not really on 7-on-7s, but on 11-on-11 team drill, they finished the day strong by stopping the offense in their 2-minute drill as well during the 11-on-11 period. After practice, we did get to talk and see Caleb Williams in his press conference. He talked about cadence going against the Chicago Bears defense as well. He was saying that he hasn't done vocal cadence for 4 years. So this is something that's new for him. He's trying to find the perfect cadence. He doesn't want to be too loud. He doesn't want to be too quiet. He wants to have the perfect cadence to be the best leader he can be on the Chicago Bears offense. And he also talked about going against the Chicago Bears defense. He said that this is the top 5 unit that they have in Chicago, and it has not been easy whatsoever going against this very tough Chicago Bears defense. So at the end of the day, they're only making him better. And I hope Caleb Williams and the offense eventually, once they get their speed, once they get their connection and chemistry, get more used to the offense, the cadence, the ins and outs of the Shane Waldron offense. hopefully they can challenge the defense as well once we get back to training camp. Now moving on, the Chicago Bears will have their final sets of OTAs next week, but this one will be just for rookies. So the veterans of the Chicago Bears football team are now done for the summer, and they will not return until July when the Chicago Bears start training camp. It actually just got announced today that the Bears will hold one joint practice with the Cincinnati Bengals on August 15th prior to one of their preseason games that will be on August 17th at Soldier Field. So it's going to be really electric. You're talking about Joe Burrow over there going against Caleb Williams in practice. I think it's going to be high competitive nature for both squads. We can really see where our defense is at. We can really see where Caleb Williams and the offense is at. I always find that joint practices is a really good opportunity to see where your football team is at going into the regular season. I think the Cincinnati Bengals are the perfect team to hold a joint practice with. So definitely looking forward to that. I know there's a lot of people have been asking me this, and I just wanted to address this on today's episode of KIEQ on the Mic. Caleb Williams is still unsigned, but what I've been hearing, he was just trying to focus on OTAs, trying to focus on minicamp, just trying to focus on getting used to Chicago and just focusing on football. I did hear that he has signed with an NFLPA certified agent. So I think now that football is kind of wrapping up for the summer, he will probably put more focus on signing his rookie contract. So I think it's going to be a smooth transition. This is not going to be one of those Roquan Smith situations. Caleb Williams will get signed. He will get his rookie contract done with the Chicago Bears. He will be prepared and under contract, hopefully by training camp. And once again, he has signed with an NFLPA certified agent. So he will get that deal done. He was just trying to focus on football and get adjusted to the city of Chicago. So overall, Bears fans, once again, this was the final day of OTAs. So now we are officially going into a dead period of Chicago Bears football. I know that's always sucked, but it was really good to see the guys come out and compete at a high level for the last 3 days. I know this was the first time to see everyone together since we added some big additions in offseason, talking about Caleb Williams, Odunze, Keenan Allen, Kevin Byard. They all competed at a high level. I know the focus was all on Caleb Williams. I do think that he had his up and downs, but he also got better as well. I think he now knows what he needs to do going into the summer prior to coming back for training camp. I think his cadence is going to get better. His footwork's going to continue to get better. I think he's going to take this time prior to training camp to learn more about the Chicago Bears offense. I'm pretty sure that he has some dates already set up with guys like DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Odunze, Cole Kmet, and the rest of the offense to throw during the little summer break they have prior to training camp. So Caleb Williams and Chicago Bears offense should be hopefully firing on all cylinders coming into training camp, but expect high competitive nature between the Chicago Bears defense and the Chicago Bears offense. And once again, huge shout out to the Chicago Bears defense. They had a really good 3 days of mandatory minicamp, and I have high expectations for them coming into training camp. They've been together for a couple of years now. So there are high expectations for the Chicago Bears defense. There's high expectations for the Chicago Bears football team as well. But once again, now we have to wait just a couple of weeks before we get some good content when Bears training camp rolls around. But once again, I do appreciate you guys tuning in to check out my videos and staying engaged with me during this dead period. But once again, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of KIEQ on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for all new Bears podcasts right here on KIEQ on the Mic. Thanks, guys. And as always, bear down.
You've been listening to KIEQ on the Mic, a podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Thanks, guys, and bear down.